First of all, I would like to thank the Regional Director for East and Southern Africa for finding the time, Madam or Miss Lydia Zegomo, for finding the time to join in Youth Connekt Summit here in Kigali, but also finding the time to interact with staff and also key line ministries and the First Lady. We had a very fruitful discussion, and I think the Regional Director will agree with that. We touched on, most importantly, what are some of the achievements of the country office, where we had the opportunity to present the achievements and also our long-term vision.
In terms of the meetings I had with the country representative and his team with line ministries in Rwanda, I found all of the interactions very much insightful in understanding Rwanda's own vision and the government's vision for where it's wanting Rwanda to go. It is clear to me that this is a country which will soon be moving into middle income status. I think that's without a doubt, with the clarity of the vision and the strategies that are being employed. It was also clear that there's a way of working that's very joined up. So all the line ministries do have relationships with each other, and there's a way of working that brings the holistic approach to the thinking of strengthening systems in Rwanda, but also ways of working with strategic partners in Rwanda. It's been a very interesting experience to join the summit for the first time. I've never attended the Youth Connekt Summit. But what my impressions of what I saw with this conference is, number one, the growth of this Youth Connekt Summit, the number of countries who were sending delegations of young people, but also supported by their ministries of youth. So we had a number of ministers of youth who have attended this summit. The second thing was the continued political leadership of His Excellency the President of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, and also the support of his wife, Her Excellency Jeanette Kagame. The session with Her Excellency Madame Kagame and a panel of ministers, plus a panel of doctors, young doctors I would say, who are experts in some of the areas of innovation, but also increasingly SRHR and mental health, who spoke to the young people and all the stakeholders in the room. And I think the importance of that session was to really begin to understand that if we are wanting our young people to successfully participate in public affairs of our countries and be a contributor to economic progress, that is not going to be possible unless there's a specific focus on issues of health, and particularly in our case, sexual reproductive health and rights, because we know that the statistics on teen pregnancies, maternal deaths are still high on this continent. And there's a need to really focus on ensuring that we get this issue under control.
We had our pitching event for our young innovators in collaboration with Imbuto and YCA. And although we managed only to award 2 young innovators, UNFPA intention is really to make sure that the others who could not win will be linked up with the country offices and see how the country office can support them, because all those ideas were brilliant. And our intention is to really nurture the young people and their ideas, and really to prove that investing in them is indeed the right investment for the continent. So really the expectation is for UNFPA country offices, specifically in this case Malawi and South Africa, is to follow through and to ensure that they are there to support the innovators as they go through the processes. The regional office is always going to be there, also supporting especially our innovation specialists, because we have the relationship with the innovation lab. and therefore we know exactly when the trainings are happening. We make sure that the innovators are actually attending. We make sure that there is a way of measuring the knowledge acquired and therefore the business plan that will be developed and so on and so forth. So it's a double effort by the country offices that where the solutions were awarded, but also the regional office as well.